Om, Om, Om. गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Offering our collective love at our dearest Bhagwan's divine lotus feet. Welcome you all to this session where we will contemplate and also understand how to offer the Swahakara mantras using the Rudra mantras of Namakam and Chamakam. Many of you are mostly familiar with chanting the Sri Rudram almost on a continuous basis with a flow of chanting. That is what is called Japam. There are three ways to appease the Lord, three processes, ritual processes. One is Japa, the second is Abhisheka, and the third is what is called Homa. Japa means simply chanting, offering as a chanting. Then what we are basically practically doing every day as daily sadhana is what is called japam, because we are not particularly doing any ritual at that time. We are simply chanting the mantra. And there is the second aspect which is called abhishekam, which means offering the aspect of milk or water or different aspects to the ritually pouring it on the lingam, and that is called abhishekam. And when you come to the yajna, you will notice that there will be an abhishekam protocol which you already have been familiar with during the Maharudra Abhishekam. What we do as the preamble, doing the nyasas, and also doing the 16 different types of worship, and then offering the panchamritam, which is the five different offerings as we do in milk, curd, ghee, honey, sugar, fruit water, and more. Actually, if you notice the last one also, gold water, bilva water, vibhuti water, gandham water, etc., etc. And then after that is what is called, we invoke the Rudra Prashna, Asya Sri Rudradhyaya Prashna Mahamantrasya, and then with the Anganyasa Karanyasa, after which we chant the Sri Rudram like in 11 times with each Chamakamanuvakam as one cycle. That is what you have completely been following so far. That is the majority of the process. A predominant amount of time takes in the yajna for that process, almost like 3.5, 4 hours. And now, after that is complete, then we all assemble at the Homakunda, the fire pits, and then we will have one priest per Homakunda, and we also will have 15 to 16 ritviks that will be sitting around each Homakunda. And this Rudram is now offered with Swaha mantras. The potency of the mantra increases several fold. With Japam, if it is X, with Abhishekam, it is certain multiples, 1000x, and with a Homam, it is a million X. So the potency of the mantra increases as in this ritual process, and therefore what happens is 1/10 of what you do as the japam or the abhishekam is offered as the homam, and that 1/10 itself will be having several thousand-fold more potency. And when you offer this in the yajna and you are sitting in front of this fire, it will be hard for you to look at the book and also do the Swahakara mantra. So all this japam and all this parayanam, all this what we have done so far helps the mind orient itself towards when you sit in front of the Homakunda, at least you know what mantra is happening, even though you may not be able to chant this Swahakara mantras perfectly. But we have if we have less than 30 days left for the yajna, at least it's a good time to understand what happens during the Homa procedure during the yajna. Now, this Homa, Homa means sacred fire, and making the sacrifice into the sacred fire. And there is a particular aspect associated with chanting this. Let me share my screen and then we will go through how these mantras manifest or unfold themselves during the yajna. Okay, let's see here. All right. So the sorry, seeing my screen, I hope. Okay. So
Yes.
let's go through this. Bhagwan very beautifully explained once in the discourse about this. Every mantra should start with an om. Hmm, okay. So unlike what you regularly chant during the Rudra Parayanam, Sri Rudram Parayanam, here every ruk or every yajus will start with a om and end with a swaha. So what happens immediately? Your continuity of chanting will be broken because you have to remember to say Om. And by the time you say Om, you don't know what mantra you are chanting. That is the most common problem that occurs. See, why you have to chant Om and why Swaha at the end? Swami said this very beautifully. I can never forget. He said, Om is the stamp, the Ruk is the letter you are writing to God, okay, and Swaha is the address. Huh? How beautiful that is. You want to post a letter to somebody, you should have a stamp, you should have some content, and then you should write the address. If you forget any one of these, the letter won't be delivered. It's called a dead mail. Huh? And so this dead mail now who are you giving, who is the person who is going to deliver the letter? The postman. Who is the postman here? The postman is the fire god is the postman. And now you are writing the letter, direct delivery. He will take and direct immediately, he will deliver this mantra to each and every respective deity or the divinity that is supposed to bless this yajna with the universal peace. So that's why you have to chant Om and Swaha. Now, if you understood that, now what happens? Now, let's see what happens, how this happens. Some logistics of the mantra also. So, Om, like Om Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishabe Namaha. We won't be chanting that slow, it will be a little faster. Om Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishabe Namaha. Namaste Astu Dhanvane Bahubhyam Utate Namasvaha. Om Jata Ishu Shivatama Shivam Babhuvate Dhanuhu Shiva Sharavya Vattajano Rudramrajasvaha. Om Yate Rudra Shiva Tanura Ghora Papakashini Tajanastanu Girishanta Bhijakasi Hisvaha. So now what is happening here? After the Om and the Swaha, you see it is actually Namaha Swaha. Therefore, you will have a Anudatam, which is the red underline, and it becomes Namaswaha Mridayaswaha Chakashi Hiswaha Jagat Swaha असत स्वाहा धान्य स्वाहा यातु धान्यस्धा okay now अहीगश्च सर्वाञ्जं भजन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्य स्वाहा. So that's why these highlights are indicated that there is a anudattam that will be introduced before the swaha. Very clear, no? Im, Imahe Swaha, Imahe Swaha. So there is visargas at some places come. Too much of detail, I won't explain why all of it. That is, but now until that is the seventh mantra. Om Asavyastamro Arunavuta Babhrasu Mangalaha Echemagum Rudra Abhito Dikshushrita Sahasrasho Vaishagum Hed Imahe Swaha. So now we are going Om and Swaha like that. That is until the seventh ruk. So you know the middle, you know the address, but you have to remember to put this. You know the content, but you now need to remember to put the stamp and the address. Stamp is Om, Swaha is the address. Otherwise, that mantra is a dead letter. So now, once you go through, only Swami can explain so beautifully, so simply, so understandably. I never understood that until I heard his discourse why Om and Swaha are important. Everything that is being shared is Swami's uh, discourses only. There is nothing more to share also. There is nothing that Swami has not elucidated in his discourses and Vahinis. There is no more books to read. There is no more place to search. Swami, 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 Swami. Swami has given everything to his devotees and the universe. Now, this last one is important. Until now, we are going two lines, two lines, right? Two lines in each ruk in the first anuvakam. Then the eighth ruk, you all know, has three lines. So the tendency is most of the people will try to put others another yeah, and then they put that. So you have to know there is one more line to go, third line to go here. So how that is go? Om asav असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनो विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयाति न स्वाहा. So three lines, you have to remember three lines. The next mantras are all two lines. The chanting, the content is not changing, but you have to know that Namaswaha. Now that is
Sairam, uncle. Sairam, sorry,
yes.
uncle. Just a small observation. The fourth line, should there be a T, Jagataswaha or Jagaswaha? If you go up on the fourth one, Jagataswaha, right? Purushan
Om
Jagat.
Gamiham Girishantahaste Vivarshastave Shivam Giritradam Kurumahigum Sef Purushan Jagats Jagatsvaha. So it is the T is missing. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, T is missing there. Jagatsvaha. I'll also double check that whether if there is any Sandhi rule there for that, but that is correct. Jagatsvaha. Good. Yes. Then let's keep moving here. Ninth mantra Namaswaha, Vapaswaha, Bhavaswaha, Paribhuj, Paribhujaswaha, Dhanvane Swaha, then Asmanidehi Taguswaha. Here it is important. Another nuance comes here because how you chant in regular japam, parite dhanvano heti rasman vrunaktu vishwataha athoya ishudhistavare asmannidhehi tam. Right. So when there is a tam, because it is anuswara, because it's followed by swa, it has to be Taguswaha. If there is a mantra is ending with an anuswara, it becomes Guswaha. GG. Twaguswaha. Om Parite Dhanvano Heti Rasman Vrunaktu Vishwataka Athoja Ishudhistavare Asmannidhehi Taguswaha. Taguswaha. Everything should be a Anudatam. It's not flat there. It has to be Anudatam. Taggasvaha. Now you notice that Shambhave Namaha is not chanted, just like when we are doing the thing. And then we go to the second Anuvakam, which is now each line is a Swahakara mantra. Each line. Because each one is a Yajus. It is not a Ruk anymore. One line. Same pattern, but here one line. Om Namo Hiranyabhagaveshe Nanye Dishancha Pataye Namaswaha. Right? So Om Namo Vrukshebhyo Harikeshebhyah Pashunam Pataye Namaswaha. You have to remember, and I was also noticing on the chanting with some groups that they are breaking Harikeshebhyah Pashunam Pashunam Pataye Namaswaha. They're chanting Pataye Namaswaha. You cannot split like that, especially with Pashunam. Pataye should be one word. Pathinam Pataye, right? Not Pathinam Pataye Namaha. Not like that. Should not split at before Pataye, you should not split. Yeah, if you go back and listen to the recordings in your respective sessions, you will notice that. So same thing here. Om Nam Om Namassaspinjarajatvishimate pathinam pataye namaswaha. A good place to take a break is pataye because A is a longer vowel, so it's a good place to take a break. Om Namo Babhrujaya Vimvyadhine Nanam Pataye Namaswaha. Now here it is even Vivyadhine Annana, the Vyadhine Annanam should be, all this should be chanted in one shot. Okay. Same principle. Namaswaha, Namaswaha, Namaswaha.
Brother, can I ask you a question
Yes.
about taking a break, like taking a breath? Is this
Mm,
also when chanting like the normal Anuwaka without Homam, so without Namaswaha? It's always better to take a break after Pateya?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because you should not break before Pataye. Why you should not break before Pataye? is because this kakshanam pataye. When you this is one syllable. Umpa is one syllable. Umpa is one syllable. Not nam pataye. The word doesn't end there. Ka, each syllable is what you have to count, right? So syllables should be chanted together. So it is not a break. For convenience sake, we have put, but when it is written in Devanagari or in other scripts, you will say ka, sha, na, pa, ta, ye. Like that it is written. So therefore it is should not be broken there, because they think it's a good place to take a
Taram
break
Akshata.
because the words are separate. Yes, yes, tell.
Taram. Okay. Just a question. So normally, when we chanting, or I chant, Namo mantrene va nijaya kakshanam pataye namo namas. So it's like a small hold, where the just
Yeah,
before the
yeah.
pataye.
Correct. Yeah. It's
That's fine,
umpa.
but you shouldn't break.
Yes. Yesterday I was hearing,
Yeah, we
or day
shouldn't.
before, I was hearing Kakshanam Pataye Namo Nama, like that people were chanting. So we went through this in practice sessions also. But obviously, a lot of people missed the practice sessions, so they wouldn't understand the nuances. Okay. Now let's go back to our Swaha mantras. So here there is no Namo Nama Namo Nama. So it is Namaswaha. So Om. I have to get back my scale. ॐ नमो भुवन्तजे वारिवस्कृतायौषधीनां पतये नमः स्वाहा ॐ नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमः स्वाहा ॐ नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः स्वाहा so every time there is swaha, that's when you offer the what each one of you will get is the havis. The havis that you get will be a combination of paddy, jaggery, ghee mixed together in certain proportion. The most important havis for Rudra is the combination of these three, and the combination of those three is incredibly energetic. The combination of these three gives a lot of energy, and for only the priest who will be sitting at the Homakunda will be offering the ghee. The rest of you all, with every swaha, you offer it like this. Now, the other thing people do a mistake in offering in the havis is, I'll show you. Let me spotlight myself. And how they do, they take from the plate and they throw it like this, huh? They take and throw it like this. You should not throw like this into the fire. Offering should be like this, like this. When you offer a flower to God, it's like this, from the heart through the head to his feet, from the heart through the head to his feet, heart to head to his feet, heart and head at his feet. Remember that. Now if you do like this flowers on God, God is doing like this. He is blessing you. Only God can put akshatas on you like this. Swami doesn't do like this to you. Swami puts akshatas on you like this. So please remember that simple nuances. Simple nuances. It's not a complaint. It is just awareness. We haven't learned why do I do like this? Why do I mix paddy, jaggery, and ghee? Why not I offer for some gods we offer cooked rice. For some gods, especially for Mother Goddess Durga, it is a payasam that is cooked with jaggery, milk, and rice together. That is what is offered. So each god deity has certain energies associated with them, and what we offer to them as havis is reflected in what you are offering into the fire. Okay. uh, why did I get to that? Because also how you offer is important. Now let's go back. Uh, Then the rest of the anuvakas, especially as we are looking at the third anuvaka, fourth anuvaka, same principles will happen. And you will see how the mantra is changing as highlighted. Am I sharing my screen or not?
Cycle. Yeah, yes.
Okay, I'm sharing the right file, right? Okay. All right. Then fourth anuvaka is also the same. These are the tough anuvakas for the Swaha mantras because most of the time you don't know what the next mantra that is coming, huh? Because you have broken it with a Swaha. Continuity is broken, and then so you are clueless. So that's why having a script usually helps. Oh, next one is this. If you memorize that, at least you will continue to the end of the line, and then you can look at the next line, right? So that continuity will be missing. So then the fifth anuvaka onwards, very simple, because most of the chas at the end are all going to be lower. Hmm, ॐ नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च स्वाहा ॐ नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च स्वाहा ॐ नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च स्वाहा okay Satyan chant now ॐ नमः
कपर्दिने आम्, ॐ
कपर्दिने
नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च स्वाहा ॐ नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमो मीढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च स्वाहा ॐ नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च स्वाहा ॐ नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च स्वाहा
that's good. Now you can see the places where you have to be careful is that dirghaswaritam mantra is there hrasvaya cha vamanaya cha Om Namo Hrasvaya cha. So if continue, the swaras have not changed in the mantras. The swaras are exactly the same what you have been doing. The only thing that remember is the cha swaha cha is always anudatam. Anudatam means cha is low note. Okay. Everything else is the same. Okay. Now let's go with the Samarth. Chant this sixth Anuvakam.
ॐ ॐ नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमः पूर्वजाय च सोरि ॐ नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमो जघन्याय च बुध्नियाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्गाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च स्वाहा ॐ नम ऊर्ध्वर्याय च खल्याय च स्वाहा going off scale, sorry.
Om
ॐ
Namah
नमः श्लोक
Shlokyaya cha.
ॐ ॐ नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च स्वाहा ॐ नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च स्वाहा ॐ नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च स्वाहा ॐ नमो वर्मिणे च वरूथिने च स्वाहा ॐ नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च स्वाहा ॐ नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च स्वाहा
Good. The next Anvaka is as usual. There are no surprises. Nothing to remember in this. Just keep saying, remember the Om and the Swaha and put the address into the letter. So, okay. Then the next Anvaka, important Anvaka is the Somaya cha Rudraya cha Swaha. Here there are some nuances. The most important nuance is, and I went through this during the practice session, what is two-letter ruk in the entire Rudram is this Namastaraya. Okay, that is the only two-letter ruk. Sorry, Yajus, two-letter Yajus. All the rest of them have multiple letters, right? So there, it's not that you have to remember. Om, okay, let's know. Om Namas cha Rudraja cha Swaha. Om Namastamraja cha Rudraja cha Swaha. Om Namas Shangaya cha Pashupataje cha Swaha. Om Nama Ugraja cha Bhimaja cha Swaha. Om Namo Agre Vadhaja cha Dure Vadhaja cha Swaha. Om Namo Hantre Chaghaniya cha Swaha. Om Namo Vrukshebhyo Harikeshebhya Swaha. Om Namastaraya Swaha. Om Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave cha Swaha. Om Namah Shankaraja Chamayaskaraja cha Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya cha Shivataraya cha Swaha. Om Namastirthya cha Kulyaya cha Swaha. Om Namah Parjaya cha Varjaya cha Swaha. Om Namah Prataranaya Chottaranaya cha Swaha. Om Namah Atarjaya cha Ladhyaya cha Swaha. Om Namah Shashpyaya cha Phenyaya cha Swaha. Om Namah Shikatyaya cha Pravakyaya cha Swaha. Beautiful Anuvakam. Now you will notice how emphasis is coming on Namassikatyaya cha, Namasheshpyaya cha. You have to remember that it is not Namasheshpyaya. You should not say Namasheshpyaya cha, Namasheshpyaya cha. You have to remember those holdings on the shas and the sas, etc. Okay. So remember this. Namastaraya is, and then there is no cha in the mantra before that. Om Namo Vrukshebhyo Harikeshebhya Swaha. Om Namastaraya Swaha. Good? Are we good? Yes. The next one is a little interesting because it will be very different from what we are used to chanting in the Japam. How it will be very different? The front end is fine. Yeah, remember, this is a very important word for those of you who missed all the practice sessions. It is not hridaya, it is a hradaya. It's not hridaya, it's not heart, it is a hradaya. Lot of people don't know this. Namo Hradayaya cha Niveshpyaya cha Swaha. Om Namah Pagum Savyaya cha Rajasyaya cha Swaha. Om Namah Shushkyaya cha Harityaya cha Swaha. Om Namo Lopyaya Cholapyaya cha Swaha. Om Namah. See, also you will notice that after Om, there is a short pause. It is not a long pause because Om is a Bijaksharam. It should not be combined with any other word. It's a standalone. So the Om Namah Parnyayasya, when I'm chanting Om, I don't give too much gap, but you will notice Om Om Namo Paguramanaaya cha Bighnate cha Swaha. Om Nama Akhidate cha Prakhidate cha Swaha. Om Namo Vahkirikebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha. Now that is a very important nuance. How we are used to chanting Om Namo Vahkirikebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhyo Namo Vikshinakeebhyo Namo Vichinvatkebhyo Nama Anirghatebhyo Nama Amivatkebhyaha. That is how you do the japam. But in the Swahakara mantras, each one is different. Om Namo Vahkirikebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha. Om Namo Vikshinakebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha. Om Namo Vichinvatkebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha. Om Nama Anirhatebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha. Om Nama Ami Vatkebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha. So each one is an independent rook, and that has to be remembered. At least when you are, if you don't remember, at least not put Namo, not chant it continuously. Okay. Questions? Okay. Yes, Kavir Daya.
Sir, Kushekar, for that one particular uh, rook, I think if you could just scroll up a bit, I think it's number 142. So we have Namo Vichinvatke Bhyo. So the Bhyo now is going up and not down.
Good question. Let me check something. Let's come back. Is the bhyo up or is the bhyo down? That is the question. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let me check another source.
Normally it's down, right? Normally it's down, but here it's changed to up. Yeah.
In Devnagari, it is up, Anna.
Okay. Yeah. 1 second. Normally, Namo Vatkirikebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhyo Namo Vichinake. Okay, let me look into that. I'll come back in a second. Okay, are there any other questions?
Because they is going down, so probably Bhyo has to go up.
Yeah, let's not guess it. It just let's make sure that I will answer that question in a second. Okay. All right. Let's come back to that in a second. Drape and the Saspate, all these mantras are similar to what we are doing. Yes, still you have a question.
I'm sorry, just a quick one. Will there be someone chanting on the mic so that we can also
Oh,
hear?
yeah. I won't give you the mic.
Yeah,
Don't get tensed.
perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. There will be now. This is technically speaking, everybody who is putting the yajus, the havis into the Homa Kundam, they also have to chant the mantra. Huh? That is technically that's what needs to happen. But we understand that it's not practical for many people that are just getting even familiar with chanting the Rudra. So there will be the priests definitely will be chanting into the microphones, and some of us can even if you don't say Om and Swaha, at least you can write the content of the letter, and the priest will put the stamp and the address. Okay. All right. Now I'll let okay. Yes, still open the mic and chant these Swaha mantras. Om Drape Andhasaspate.
ॐ द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता
Can you chant in
येषां
scale?
पुरुषाणां
F F F. Om.
ॐ द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषान् किञ्चन मम Taswaha
Eshang kinchana mama tatswaha.
Mama Taswaha.
Right. Next mantra. Om. Do you have scale in front of you? Do you have
Yate.
scale?
I'll get it.
Yeah, you're not exactly on scale, Sairama.
या ते रुद्र शिवा तनु शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृड जीवसे स्वाहा.
Keep going, huh?
Om इमागं रुद्राय तवसे sorry. ॐ इमागं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्तिने क्षयत्वीरारामहे मतिं यथा नश्यमसद्विपते चतुष्पथे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातु स्वाहा.
Okay. Now, why you are saying Chatushpate and Dvipate? It is not Pate, it is Pade. Pade, it is not Pate. Huh? Yeah. So, okay, one more time. Imagum Rudraya Tavase Kapardine Kshayadviraja Prabharamage Matim Yatha Nashyamasadvipade Chatushpade Vishwam. You are listening or chanting? Vishwam Pushtangrame Asminnanat Raggaswaha. Okay, let Kavir, you chant this mantra. Om.
From Sarvakushika from Om Vrida.
No, Imagam Rudraya.
Om Imagum Rudraya Tavase Kapardine Ekshayadviraya Prabharamahe Matim Yata Nashamasad-dvipate Chatushpate Vishwam Pushtangrame Asminnanaturag-swaha.
Anaturaggaswaha. Asminnanaturaggaswaha. Anaturaggaswaha.
Asminnanaturag-swaha.
Not Raggaswaha because Ra is a short syllable. Yes, go ahead. One more time.
Asminnanaturag-swaha.
Two G's.
Asminnanaturag-swaha.
Anaturaggaswaha.
Ragas.
Not Rag. Rag Swaha. Asminna. Asminnanatu Rag Swaha. GG. Two G's. Okay?
Ragas.
Yes.
Asminnanaturag-swaha.
Not completely comfortable yet. Yes? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Samarth, you chant this mantra. Imagam.
Om. Om Imagum Rudraya Tavase Kapardine Kayadviraya Prabharamahe Matim Yatha Nashamasadvipade Chatushpade Vishwam Pushtangrame Asminnanatu Raggaswaha.
Anaturaggas. This Ra is going one semi-note lower. Why? Because there are continuously Asminnanaturaggaswaha. Satyan, you try this one more time. because everybody needs to get this g thing properly. Yeah, Swati, I know your hand is hurting. I'll come to you in a second. Yeah.
ॐ इमागुं
Om.
रुद्राय ॐ इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने खगत्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिं यथा नश्यमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरग्ः स्वाहा
Much better. Yes. Yes, Swati, what's up?
One query, Anna. This Kapardine, does it have the ne as a double swarita? Because in Devnagari, I don't have.
Om Imagam Rudraya Tavase Kapardine. Samhita Pata has not changed. It's the
Oh,
same Samhita Pata. It is the same Samhita Pata.
okay.
So the mantra has not changed, right? Only the ending of the mantra where you have the
Swahas.
swaha comes, then you have to take into consideration if it is what we chant in Samhita, Imagam Rudraya Tavase Kapardine Shayadviraya Prabharamake Matim Yatha Nasyama Sadvipade Chatushpade Vishwam Pushtangrame Asmin Anaturam
Yeah.
Mrudano Anaturam, where you stop with the Anuswara, because the Anuswara is now followed by Swa, which is a combined consonant of sa and va. The g has to come in place. That's how it is. And then when the g comes, anaturam anaturagaswaha, previously also the same thing. Okay, good. Rest of them are pretty standard, no differences. Mridayaswaha. So at the end of the 10th Aruvaka, we have offered 153 Havis as Swaha mantras into the Yajna, into the Homa. And now comes the, sorry, not end of the 10th is here, sorry, 156. And now we come to the Ekadasha Anuvakam. Here, the nuance is different. How we are used to chanting Samhita Pata, chant the Samhita Pata, yeah, still Samhita means how you do the Japam. Yeah, still chant this. Om Sahasrani.
ॐ ॐ सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्या तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि. Must I do the whole thing
As, until I
with the
say
swaha?
stop, you have to keep it. No, no, not Swaha.
No. Okay,
Samhita
with normal.
means now, uh, when you were all chanting, I noticed that you are missing the pauses in the Rudra, Adhibhumya, I want to notice. So, and also, Adhaha, Kshamachara, Bhava, Adhi. So, those pauses were missing in the chanting. That's why I wanted to make sure
Ah,
that you are chanting with the
okay.
pauses. Yeah, okay.
Okay, let me try.
Om
Oh,
Sahasrani.
oh, ॐ सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्या तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन्महर्त्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः
See, no,
नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठ.
no, no. Bhava Adhi, like Bhava Adhi. Sorry, again. Sharva
भवा
Adhaha. Asmin Mahachan. One more time, please. Om.
अस्मिन्महर् ॐ अस्मिन्महर्त्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठादिवगं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्मिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासक्कपर्तिनः ये
Okay,
अन्येषु
okay,
विविध्यन्ति.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Now, I'm just because you are a very good chanter, I'm picking on you. from going from Sahasrani to Nilagriva, you dropped the scale by one note. From F, you came to E. Okay. So consistency of maintaining the scale is a very important thing in chanting mantras. Okay. So
Thank you so much.
yeah, the same thing was happening with many other people. It's hard to sustain that. So now going back to this mantra, this Anuvakam, each one of them will be Teshagam Sahasrayojane, the refrain, Teshagam Sahasrayojane will come after each line until you come to the Namo Rudrebhyo mantra, Namo Rudrebhyo. So before we go to that, so you have to remember, it's not continuous chanting. So Nilagriva Shitikantha, Nilagriva Shitikantha, Devagum Rudra, E Vrikshesa Spinjara, all those will have Teshagam Sahasrayojane as a refrain. ॐ सहस्राणि सहस्रशोजे रुद्र अधिभूम्या तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ अस्मिन् महत्यर्नवे भवाहि सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा. Okay, Samarth, you can take us through this until Namo Rudrebhyo. Om.
ॐ नीलग्रीवाशिति ॐ नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नील Sorry, uncle, I'm getting confused.
Okay.
Because of the script,
Teshagam
it's all...
Sahasra.
Yeah, Teshagam, okay. ॐ नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः तेषागुं
One
सहस्रयो
second. One second.
ॐ Yeah.
Sairam, Sairam. Yeah. Dirghaswaritam did not come through clearly. Don't rush. Maybe you can,
Okay,
because
so
I'm
take
rushing
the...
you. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Om.
ॐ ॐ नीलग्रीवाश्चितिकण्ठा सर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मथिः स्वाहा ॐ नीलग्रीवाश्चितिकण्ठा दिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिता
Rudra.
नीलग्रीवाश्चि उपश्रिताः तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ
Okay.
ये
Okay.
वृक्षेषु
Yeah. So, Tanmasi Swaha, the Tanmasi Swaha, that that S has to be more stronger because it is two S's. Tanmasi Swaha is incorrect. Tanmasi Swaha.
Okay,
Okay,
can I
so
try once
that
again,
is
uncle?
so all that Tanmasi Swaha. Otherwise, you are saying Tanmasi Swaha without the double S. Okay, one more time, please. Is everybody
Oh,
learning, or are we just having a session between four of us?
Definitely
Yes.
well.
Okay. No, I know you are. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Because I'm not calibrating with everyone. I just want to make sure you are all still awake. All the Rudras have not gone into Nidra, sleep. Sarju Mishre, are you awake?
Sairam, brother, I'm at work, so
You are
yeah,
awake,
it's
therefore
best.
awake.
No, I'm at work at the airport, so I'm listening.
Okay,
I'm paying attention to it.
okay, good. That's all I'm asking. Pay attention to work and this both. Okay. Jai Sairam. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Samarth. Yeah, sorry.
ॐ तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरानीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासक्कपर्दिनः तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा
Okay. Om ye annesh.
ॐ ॐ ये अन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान ये तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ ये पथां पथिरक्षय ऐलभृदा यव्युधः तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः चाकुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ यात ॐ या एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि स्वाहा तन्मसि स्वाहा ॐ नमो
Yes. No,
रुद्रेभ्यो
Namo Rudre. No, pause it. Namo Rudre. It's an important nuance with Namo Rudrebhyo mantra. So all these mantras have the refrain of Teshagam Sahasra Yojane. So you have to remember that for the Rudra Homa. Last mantra we chant and what we do with the Homa will be very different. Very different. So people will get confused. Not only just even experts get confused and they keep chanting this together. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye prithivyan ye antarikshe. That is how we chant the Samhita. But actually, in that mantra is a three. There are three yajus in that mantra, and we offer three times swaha. And I explained this to many of you when we go through the 11th Anuvakam. The Rudras are actually manifested with the earth, in Antariksha, the atmosphere, and in Divi, up above. Three stratas. And these three stratas are Bhuh, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. So now, what do they do? Here, Prithvivyam, Esham, Annam. On earth, they provide food. In Antariksha, in the atmosphere, they give life force, health, and from up above, they give Varsha, the rain. From Divi, Varsham. From Antariksha, Vata. And from the Prithvi, they give the Annam. So therefore, this mantra has to be chanted as E ये पृथिव्यां येषामन्नमिषवस्तेभ्यो ये एन्तरिक्षे येषां वात ईशवस्तेभ्यो ये दिवि येषां वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो. That is how the mantra has to be chanted. So now this is different from what you are used to. So I will chant the three mantras. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye pridhivyam yesham. Right? Now you have to remember Annam becomes yesham annamishavastebhyo. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye entarikshe yesham vata ishavastebhyo. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye divi esham varshameshavastebhyo. Okay, good. Let me chant one more time. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye pridhivyam yesham. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye prithivyam yeshamannamishavastebhyo dasha prachir dasha dakshina dasha pratichir dashodhichir dashordhvastebhyo namaste no mrudayantu tejan vishmo yascha no dveshtitam vo jambhe dadhami svaha. Om Namo Rudrebhyo Entarikshe Shamvata Ishavastebhyo Dasha Prachir Dasha Dakshina Dasha Pratichir Dasho Dichir Dasho Dhvastebhyo Namaste No Mridayantu Tejan Dvishmo Yascha No Dvestitam Vojambhe Dadhami Svaha Om Namo Rudrebhyo Ye Divi Eshaam Varshamishabhastebhyo Dasha Prachir Dasha Dakshina Dasha Pratichir Dasho Dichir Dasho Dhvastebhyo Namaste No Mridayantu Te Yandvishmo Yashchano Dveshtitam Vojambhe Dadhami Svaka. Okay, somebody wants to practice. Satyam, you want to
Sarah, brother,
practice
can
the
I?
first one?
Sarah, brother, can I first ask a question about the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yesha a varsham. What I heard is ye divi yesha a varsham. So this va was going low, but I see in the script that the sham is going low. Like, should it be
नमो
the var?
रुद्रेभ्यो ए दिवि एषां वर्षमिषभस्तेभ्यो येषां वर्षमिषभस्तेभ्यो
Yeah,
वर्षमिषभस्तेभ्यो. Did I chant as a
yeah. This
येषां
var you were chanting lower. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it should be sham that should go lower, right?
वर्ष? Did I say
Yeah,
varshamishav?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it should be flat. It should be
Okay.
Udattam. Flat. Okay, you want to try the first one? Prithvi
Yes,
Annam?
yes. I will try. ॐ नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्या ये शामन्नमिषभस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु ते यन्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं वोजं भेदधामि स्वाहा.
Okay. Yes.
To continue?
Samarth. Yes, go ahead. Yeah. Next one. Antarikshe.
ॐ ॐ नमो रुद्रेभ्यो येऽन्तरिक्षे येषां वात इषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृणयन्तु ते यन्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं वोजम्भे दधामि स्वाहा.
Yes, Shruti is perfect. Om Namo Rudrebhyo Entarikshe. Same as what we do as the Samhita. ये entarikshe esham vata ishavastebhyo. Here because vata is vowel, e is vowel, whereas for the other varshameshava, so the me is the syllable. Here it is vata, ta is syllable. Ishavastebhyo should be distinctly separated a little bit. You want to try one more time, please?
ॐ नमो रुद्रेभ्यो येऽन्तरिक्षे येषां वात इषवस्भ्यो येऽन्तरिक्षे येषां वात इषवस्तेभ्यो.
Correct.
Practice more, uncle, but yeah,
No, that's okay. That's
slow.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are hard. These are hard practices. I know we are 7 minutes over. I'll conclude in next 5 minutes. So apologies for little more running, but I thought it's important for all of you to understand these nuances. You may not be perfect with everything today. That's fine. Okay, who wants to try the Namo Rudrebhyo Kabir? Putting on the spot with all the Mahapranas.
So, Kushika. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye divye shao वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु ते यन् विस्मो यश्च नो द्वेषितौ भोजम्बे ददामि स्वाहा. Sorry, the last one should have been instead of a SH sound.
And also don't give gap between Esham and Varsham. Okay? Let them flow.
Kushikar, for the Varsham, so you're saying the emphasis on the syllable is the MI. So Varsha, Misha.
No. E divi Esham Varshamisha Vastebhyo. Right? What I'm saying is don't give a gap as Ye divi Esham Varsha. Don't take a break at the end, because then if you do that you are saying Varshamisha Vaste. The Varsham is flat, right? Varsham Varsha. Similar to Vata.
Okay.
Anna. Same tune. Okay. One more time. You want to chant? Sairam?
Sure. Om Namo Rudrebhyo ye divyesha Varshamishavastebhyo Dasha Prachir Dasha Dakshina Dasha Pratichir Dashodichir Dashodvastebhyo Namaste no Mridayantu te yan Vishmo Yashchano Dveshitau Vojambe Tadami Swaha.
Dveshti vo. You're saying tau. That is not coming clearly, but overall we are in good shape. Okay. Om Namo Rudrebhyo e divi esha varshamisha vastebhyo dasha pracher dasha dakshina dasha praticher. Like that. Okay. Now those are the there concludes the namakam. Namakam concludes. Yes. So the question, the only question remaining in this ninth anuvakam is the bhyo. Is that bhyo up or down? Bhyo is up. Okay. So this mantra where we are talking about, kirike bhyo is up. ॐ नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यः स्वाहा ॐ नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यः स्वाहा ॐ नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यः स्वाहा ॐ नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यः स्वाहा ॐ नम आमीवत्केभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यः स्वाहा. So the good news is, going to Chamakam, you don't have to remember for every line. We start with Om Agna Vishnu Sajosha Sema Vardhantu Vangiraka Jumnair Vajagasva Tag. That has to be down. Now the rest, and here what happens from a protocol point of view, the first Ritvik who is next to the left or of the priest will stand up and offer whatever is the havis in their plate into the Homakunda. Then from the second person, the second Ritvik going clockwise from the priest will stand up, and then they will start the Chamakam. Vajascha me, prasavascha me, prayatischa me. All of this will be one mantra. And then say, Parugumshi cha me, sharirani cha me, swaha. And then the next Ritvik will stand, Om Jaishchanchama. Keep going like that. Swaha. So for Chamakam, the Swaha comes only at the end of each Anuvakam. And the next Anvakam will start with Om. There are no surprises here. Very simple. Keeps going and going and going. So literally from if there are more than 12 Ritviks, and there will be more than 12 Ritviks per each Homakunda, we will ask two people to stand up and offer from their plates. Usually, if that's a wife and husband, or mother and child, etc., they will get up and offer together. So that's how the thing happens. Garbhashtame, Vatshashtame, everything goes kalpataggasvaha. So you have to remember kalpatam becomes kalpataggasvaha. Yajno yajnena kalpataggasvaha. That's it. And then that concludes the after the essentially 12 havis are happened, swahas are happening for the chamakam, and that concludes the Rudra mantra swahakara learning. We are 15 minutes above our time. Are there any major questions? Or you are all overwhelmed right now?
Is there a recording, Uncle, by any chance of these? By you have previously done any small recording that we can share with the team, or
No. Thank you for
okay.
the action item.
No,
Okay.
Uncle, that was not the intent. Just
No, that's any request
Sa-
is an opportunity to serve. Yes.
because
Sairam, brother Shekhar.
yeah.
Yeah, sir. Jo Mishre.
Yes, I have a small question. I heard you just chanting. You said Jumnair, or is it Diumnair?
Jumnair. I didn't say Jumnair.
You said Jumnair, yeah.
I'll check my
Jumnair.
recording. Thank you for the feedback. I'll check. Jumnair. It is
No,
Jumnair.
just wondering because
No. It is Jumnair. Dew.
Diu.
It
Okay.
is dew. Yeah, it is dew.
Okay.
Dyauschabe Jumnair
Yeah.
vaje bhiragat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Jumnair vaje bhiragatagasvaha. Not bhiragatam, because it has to be
Yeah.
bhiragatagasvaha. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Thanks for your correction. I appreciate it. Okay. Any other questions? 99. 1% dropped out. Okay. We are good. 99. Divine number. 99 participants. I think we maxed out on the call. Other
Yes.
people might have tried to join.
Yeah, I received some messages. So for next, yeah, Uncle, next class, did we finish it or do we have one more because we said two classes? I don't know if there's more, or should we take on next Monday as well and
Oh,
practice
so
these?
yeah, so one important thing. Okay. Now that you learned how the Swahakaras are chanted, we are also going to do Sai Gayatri Homa for Swami, offering the Havis to Swami. So now you learned what are nuances of that. I'll put you on spot and then do the Swahakar mantra for the Sai Gayatri. Om Sumat.
For me, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Om Sai Ishvara.
Om
Om Sai.
Om Om
Mm, Om साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि स्वाहा.
Hey. Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. What happened to that line?
Okay, okay.
He was too conscious to
Hopeful.
offer
I
the.
thought it will be just a small one line each, but okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Om साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Om
Prachodayat Swaha.
प्रचोद प्रचोदयात् प्रचोदयात्
Tanna
स्वाहा.
Sarva Prachodayat Swaha. So, because here is the important, how we are used to chant Prachodayat, right? Prachodayat, because the Swaha has the Dirgha Swaritam, the Yat becomes Anudatam, the lower note, and therefore it has to be Om साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. That's how Swai Gayatri is offered as Swaha mantra. Very important. Prachodayat Swaha is incorrect. Same thing with Gayatri mantra. And lot of people are doing Swahas for Gayatri mantra incorrectly, which is they're saying Dhiyo Dhiyo yo naf prachodayat Swaha. Not correct. प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे Satyadevaya Dhimahi. You have to stop at Vidmahe, Dhimahi because they're different lines. Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat Swaha. Om. Okay, Satyan, you can chant Sai Gayatri. One more time. Yes.
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा.
Excellent. Kabir. Om.
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा.
Okay, important. Saishwaraya. The holding has to be there on Shwa because it is long vowel followed by Shwa. Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi. So swaras have to be perfect. Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe. Pause. Satyadevaya Dhimahi. Dhimahi is flat. Dhimahi, not Dhimahi. People are chanting Dhimahi. Okay. Dhimahi. In Dhimahi should be flat. Sat Satyadevaya Dhimahi. Tanna sarva prachodaya. Tanna sarva. See that tanna sar, that sa. Huh? Saishwaraya. So remember, these expert chanters should chant with perfect holdings and perfect pauses. Otherwise, other people are learning from you. They will also learn the mistakes more than the correct way of chanting. Yes, please pay
Can I try
attention.
one more time, Uncle Shekhar?
Yes, I am.
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Is that correct?
Tanna sarva that tanna sarva, there is tanna sarva, no breaks there. Tanna sarva prachoda, because tannaha sarvaha visargas are there. When the two visargas are combined with that yes or anuswaras are combined, there should not be break between the words. That's called padabhrashtam. Padabhrashtam, aksharabhrashtam, padabhrashtam, matrahinam means Om Saishwaraya. See the duration, that is matra. Saishwaraya. Saishwaraya. Sai is long vowel. E is long vowel. Shwa is held back because it is compounded. Saishwaraya Vidmahe. Everybody knows Sai Gayatri here on this forum. Everybody should practice Sai Gayatri like that. Huh? Please practice Sai Gayatri. Don't break. Tanna Sarva Prachodaya. No, there is no breaks there. Tanna Sarva Prachodaya. That is regular chanting. तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Okay, 23. Okay, I know you're all pretty late for you and tired. Good. We completed our closing prayer. And then we'll chant the English one. And then we'll close with Yadaksharapada Bhrashtam and then the English. Yadaksharapada Bhrashtam.
Next
Yes,
Monday
tell.
also we
Yeah.
have, Uncle, right? Just to confirm before we close.
Next Monday, you want to do one more session for this? I don't think so, no?
No. I just want to
Okay.
check. So this is it. Okay, that's fine. No, we'll keep it like this.
We'll post the recording and people
Yeah.
can practice with it.
Okay, sure.
But Wednesday, we will have the Chamakam
Yeah,
practice.
that's normal. Yeah.
Yes. Yadaksharap. Okay. In summary, I think you want me to give a quick executive summary of the whole Rudra Homa mantra so people will capture the essence of it. The essence of it is when the rooks, meaning the two-liners, three-liners are coming, please note that the last word always ends with a lower note, right? Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishave Namaswaha. So remember that. Jagat Swaha Imahe Swaha. Like that, you have to remember that the last word before the Swaha ends with the lower note. And then sometimes that Swaha will have like Namaha, if it ends with Namaha, Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishave Namaha, because it is Namaha in when you are regularly chanting. And when you do the Swaha mantra, Namaha becomes Namaswaha. So you have to remember it is Namas. So the extra S is coming. Then if the word is ending with gum, right? If it is ending with gum, it always becomes g swaha. Anataraggaswaha asmin anaturam becomes anaturaggaswaha. And in the eighth anvakam, you will see that the namastaraya is a independent rook. Namastaraya Om Namastaraya Swaha, like that. In the ninth Anuvakam, Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha becomes a refrain from the 100 and after the Namo Apagoramanaya cha Bhignate cha Swaha. Om Nama Akhidate cha Prakhidate cha Swaha. Then Om Namo Vakkirikebhyo Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha. Om Namo Vikshinakebhyo Devanagam. Like that, you have to remember that Devanagam Hridayebhya Swaha becomes the refrain. And then in the 11th Anuvaka, Teshagum Sahasra Yojane becomes a refrain for every single line in the mantra. That you have to remember. And in the last mantra, the 11th Anuvaka, 11th mantra, we usually chant as Namo Rudrebhyo Ye Prithivyan Yeshamannam, all the Yeshamannam, all that gets split into three mantras. एषामन्नमिषवस्तेभ्यो एषामन्नमिषवस्तेभ्यो ये एन्तरिक्षे येषां वात इषवस्तेभ्यो ये दिवि येषां वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो, like that. That's the essence of the Rudra Swahakara mantra. The rest of it, please remember, put a stamp, write the address, make sure the content of the letter is clear to the person who is receiving it. Otherwise, he'll be confused what you are asking him to do. Okay. Jai Sai Ram. Jai Sai Ram. Okay. Yadakshara pada brashtam. Yeah, still. If you are still awake, Yadakshara pada brashtam, please.
ॐ यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मामत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।